Our planet is experiencing changes in its climate. These changes are happening faster than ever before. We see more extreme weather events like heat waves and hurricanes. Ice caps are melting and sea levels are rising. These changes are a serious threat to our planet. Climate change is not a future problem, it is happening now. Scientists have been warning about this for decades. We have the evidence. We see the effects all around us. It is time to understand the science behind climate change and take action. Climate change is a complex issue, but it is crucial that we all understand the basics. We need to know what is causing these changes. We need to know how to slow them down. The future of our planet depends on it. Imagine Earth wrapped in a cozy blanket, snug and warm. This blanket is our atmosphere, a protective layer of gases that surrounds our planet and keeps it warm. Some of these gases act like a greenhouse. They trap heat from the sun, ensuring Earth remains warm enough to support life. This natural process, known as the greenhouse effect, is essential for maintaining the planet's temperature. Think of a car parked in the sun with its windows rolled up. The sunlight enters the car and heats the inside, making it much warmer. The heat cannot escape easily, causing the car's interior to warm up significantly. Similarly, greenhouse gases trap heat from the sun, keeping Earth at a habitable temperature, perfect for life. Without the greenhouse effect, our planet would be too cold for life as we know it, resembling a frozen, barren world. However, human activities such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation are adding more greenhouse gases to the atmosphere. This is like adding extra layers to Earth's blanket, trapping more heat and causing the planet to warm up faster than it naturally should. Human activities are releasing large amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases, primarily carbon dioxide, are released from burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas. These fuels power our cars, factories, and homes. Deforestation is another major source of carbon emissions. Trees absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. When trees are cut down or burned, this stored carbon is released back into the atmosphere, contributing to the greenhouse effect. The more carbon dioxide we release into the atmosphere, the thicker Earth's blanket becomes. This traps more heat and leads to a warmer planet. This warming effect has significant consequences for our climate and the delicate balance of our ecosystems. The increase in greenhouse gas emissions is causing our planet to warm at an alarming rate. Human activities, such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation, are major contributors to this phenomenon. Global temperatures have risen by approximately 1 degree Celsius since the late 19th century. This may seem small, but it has significant impacts on our climate systems. This warming trend is projected to continue and even accelerate if we do not take immediate action. Scientists warn that we could see a rise of up to 3 degrees Celsius by the end of this century. The consequences of this warming trend are already being felt around the world. From rising sea levels to more frequent natural disasters, the impacts are widespread. We are experiencing more frequent and intense heat waves, droughts, and wildfires. These events are becoming more common and more severe. Sea levels are rising due to the melting of glaciers and ice sheets, threatening coastal communities. This puts millions of people at risk of losing their homes. The continued release of greenhouse gases will only exacerbate these problems. We must reduce our carbon footprint to mitigate these effects. We can expect to see even more extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and disruptions to ecosystems. The time to act is now. The urgency of the situation cannot be overstated. We need global cooperation and immediate action to combat climate change effectively. The evidence of climate change is overwhelming and can be observed all around us. Glaciers and ice sheets, which took thousands of years to form, are melting at alarming rates. This melting ice contributes to rising sea levels, threatening coastal populations and ecosystems. Extreme weather events such as hurricanes, floods, and droughts are becoming more frequent and intense. These events cause widespread damage, disrupt lives, and strain resources. The increasing intensity and frequency of these events are directly linked to climate change. Changes in plant and animal life are also evident. Many species are shifting their ranges or struggling to adapt to the changing climate. Coral reefs, vital marine ecosystems, are bleaching and dying due to ocean warming and acidification. The scientific evidence is clear: climate change is real, it is human-caused, and it is an urgent threat. However, there is still hope. We have the power to slow down climate change and mitigate its worst effects by transitioning to a more sustainable way of life. Reducing our reliance on fossil fuels is paramount. We must transition to cleaner and renewable sources of energy, such as solar, wind, and hydropower. Investing in energy efficiency measures in our homes, buildings, and transportation systems can significantly reduce our carbon footprint. Protecting and restoring forests is crucial. Trees act as carbon sinks, absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. By protecting existing forests and planting new trees, we can help mitigate climate change and preserve biodiversity. Addressing climate change is not just the responsibility of governments or large corporations, it is a challenge that transcends borders and sectors, affecting every aspect of our lives. It is a collective responsibility that requires action from all of us. Communities coming together can make a significant impact. Every individual has a role to play in shaping a more sustainable future. Simple actions can lead to big changes. We can make conscious choices in our daily lives to reduce our carbon footprint. This includes small habits like turning off lights when not in use. This includes using public transport, cycling, or walking instead of driving alone. These choices not only reduce emissions but also promote healthier lifestyles. We can reduce our energy consumption at home by using energy-efficient appliances and reducing our reliance on heating and cooling systems. Simple adjustments can lead to significant energy savings. We can also support businesses and organizations that prioritize sustainability. Our purchasing power can drive change. By choosing products and services from companies committed to reducing their environmental impact, we can encourage a shift towards a more sustainable economy. Every choice we make as consumers matters. Climate change is a defining challenge of our time. Its impacts are already being felt around the world. The choices we make today will determine the future of our planet. Our actions now will shape the world for future generations. By understanding the science, embracing sustainable practices, and demanding action from our leaders, we can drive meaningful change. We can create a brighter future for generations to come. Together, we have the power to shape a sustainable tomorrow.